Hello everybody. We'll have a quick video today showing off some new arrivals we just got in. Mostly here to say thank you for an overwhelming Black Friday weekend. We were pumping out orders all week, you guys. Did much better than last year. Sold a lot of really fun fish. Very few delays. I think out of about 500 packages, we had maybe 5 to 10 orders actually get delayed. So all around, it's been a very successful week, and we're capping it off with a fresh order out of Germany. So as we let people filter in, hello everybody, just saying a quick hello, thank you, and showing off some future breeding projects, some stuff that we will be selling, and we got some special stuff on this order, so hope you guys are enjoying it. These right here are just a lithobates, yellow blaze, Dexter's World. I assume that might be Randy. What's up, man? Those silver dollars are gorgeous. If that is you, he got some of those blue hook silver dollars, which are one of my favorites out of Peru. Awesome looking fish. Pictures don't do them justice. Anyway, we'll go down here. We've had these before, Nathochromis anagenis. They're a big predator hap. These guys are about 1.5 to 2 inches. They get maybe 10 inches long. Males get bright blue. Females actually stay bright yellow with those nice spots. So they're not a bad fish to have because the females do have color, which is nice. Hey Ahmad, hey Charlie. Alright, down here, another import from Germany. We got some Nimbochromis polystigma. And I'm not sure if we've had this fish in the past. I know on our last German order we got Nimbochromis fuscotaneatus. And on the order before that we got Nimbochromis linni. What's an emperor cichlid? Do you have a scientific name for me? I'm not super up to date on some of the common names, but yeah, these Nimbo fusca or polystigmas are really nice. They got small freckles all over their faces. We'll probably just sell these. I'm not sure we'll be breeding them. Martin, they came in a few days ago. They seem like they've got full bellies, very active fish. I hope to have them up early next week, most likely. I'll do my best to get some of these items up on the website. If not in stock, at least the products will be there. That way, anyone interested can sign up for notifications for when they go live. That might be something I do, depending on how much time I've got left at the end of the day. What do we got here? We got Tyrannochromis macrostoma. We brought these in last year around this time, and I think someone bought all 10 of the ones we got immediately. So they only sent, I think, 12 or 11 more. If you are interested in another big predatory hap that's pretty rare and has a fun name, Tyrannochromis, these are for you. Unfortunately, they're not sexable at this size. They probably won't be for another few inches. Libidochromis, no, I've never seen that fish in person. I do have a pretty cool Tanganyikan cichlid that it's not related by any means, but I'll show those off later today. Here we've got Libidochromis species pearl mutt. They are a lab, just like yellow labs, white labs, mabamba, honkies. Obviously white and gray stripes on their bodies with a kind of pearly coloration, and then yellow fins. So they're pretty interesting looking. We'll be selling these guys. Up here we got our first Tanganyikan of the day, cherry spot Bulu Point Tropheus. Hey Shannon, red dragon bloods probably not anytime soon. I did just put out a batch of fry into a pond, and those will be ready in about 4 months. And I have another pond that we started 2 months ago, so maybe by February we'll have some males available. But right now we're down to slip pickings because we have had issues with just bad luck in general with that fish for whatever reason. Here we have another Mbuna. These guys came in with lots of color. These are Pseudotropheus hageomelandi. They're very similar to Metriclima aurora in terms of color and style and body shape, appearance, behavior, all that stuff. Really nice yellow and light blue barring on them. Bumblebee cats, we've got some Microglanus in stock, I believe. And if they're not in stock, it's probably just because they're hiding and we need to count them again because they are everlasting. Hey Derek, thanks man. This is actually my new phone. I got a Pixel 6 about a week or two ago. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I'm also at the rack that's closest to the office, so maybe that affects it as well. But keep me updated. I might take you on a brief tour around the warehouse. These guys are a Tropheus species Mirago green spot from the Congo area of Tanganyikan. Probably my favorite Tropheus species with those little tiny green freckles on their faces. Awesome fish. I did skip over one tank. I'm not sure how interested everybody will be, but these are albino Madoka white lips. We don't have flagfish right now. In my experience, they always just kill each other in holding tanks, so and none of our suppliers seem to have them, so I'm not, searching for them right now, but they are beautiful fish. But anyway, these guys, albino Madokas, we're excited. They're big. They're popping. We aren't sure if we're going to sell these or breed these yet, so not exactly sure what's happening, but I wanted to show you them anyway because they came in looking pretty great. Give me 1 second. We got another Mbuna here. These are just a zebra species from Misinji, and they're all OB pattern. And hey Ryan, not sure we have plans for North American fish at the moment, just because we've got tons of catching up to do with fish from outside of the world, but we do have a few here and there, like the golden top minnows, what else? The bluefin killie, stuff like that. But anyway, these guys from Misinji are an OB and Mbuna. They get nice white bodies with blue and black spots, really spectacular. I would look up Google images for these fish because, as you can see, they're not going to color up at 1 inch. But once they get 3 inches and you get some nice males and females going, they're just stunning. And then down here we have some zebra gold from Mondola. And we do have a strain in our breeding group of zebra golds from Cahuenga. So I thought I'd bring these in just to, kind of see some differences. I'm not planning on breeding these, but they do have a lot of color. They were popping bright yellow this morning. They are a bit skittish since they're new to the tank. But that's how it goes with Mbuna. They are rock-dwelling fish, so they like cover. We need to get some rocks or plants in here to keep them happy for a bit. Next fish we got in are red emperors from Boadzulu. Looks like we've got 3 trios available. Let me try to focus here on some of the males. They got tons of color. These are one of the nicer red empress, in my opinion. Great body color with nice bright red with the blue faces. Nice straight lines on them. Females look pretty cool. So we'll probably sell these trios. We're currently working with Fire Blue and Dewey's and a few other Protomelos species, so I'm not sure we need to keep them for breeders, but they are awesome. This tank here are the Copa De Chromis Trawavase from Lupingu. And again, we have a similar fish from Lacoma, but these are from basically the opposite side of the reef, or the lake, I believe, if I remember my locations right. And they're nice. They get nice black bodies with very thick white blaze over them. Like other Copa De Chromis, they're going to do best with like one male and a bunch of females. But here in this group of 5 males, you can see the big male is clearly dominant, showing nice dark body pattern. Another new hap we got in are Protomelos and Nectans. This one's pretty rare. I haven't seen it myself personally. They're not fully colored up right now, but they are similar to like a blue Morii or a Madoka, where they get a nice dark blue color. Gizzle might be another example of one, but looks like there's a good mix of potentially males and females in this batch. So we'll wait to see how they turn out, and I'm not sure if we'll be pulling fry, but if they happen to spawn, I'm sure we'll take them. But yeah, you can see the nice black fins on these guys. They should darken up basically solid blue, but again, they've only been here for 2 days, so it's not really surprising. This is a Tanganyikan cichlid, Parasiprochromis nigropinnis, the blue neon. They are smaller than Cyprochromis. You can kind of see it on this guy here. If it focuses, you can see 2 little blue streaks right on the face, and they run all the way down the body. There's another male up there. These are just a gorgeous cichlid, fairly peaceful. Like I said, they stay smaller than Cyps, so they're going to be about 4 inches max when they're adults. They spawn in open water. They usually hug like rocky structures. They'll kind of hang 45 degrees like that one was, up against like a rock or a castle decoration or whatever you've got in your tank. And very good for, you know, dither fish if you've got shell dwellers you're trying to breed, all that stuff. Let's see, Shannon, I'm glad you like the Pindu. We really like them too. They are fairly underrated because they don't have much color, but very rare cichlid. They seem to get along fine for us. I know one of our customers said they were fighting in his tank, but hopefully he's getting that settled because they do great for us. Here is another Copa De Chromis species. It's Virginalis, the Firecrest. We ordered 40 individuals plus a few extra males. The males are definitely not fully colored up, but you can see them starting to color right there. According to what I found online, people like Odd Conings consider this fish extinct in the wild or extremely rare because they apparently over-harvested this fish and just tore nets through the habitat and wiped them out. So this is definitely a breeding project for us. It'll probably be a while before we have any for sale, just considering how big they are now. But look at pictures online. Black body, gorgeous white dorsal fin with a bit of red in it. Really, really awesome, interesting fish. We've got some Libidochromis here from Mara Rocks. These are called blacktops. Again, they're a perfect example of what a rock cichlid does. They look for cover any way they can. I'm having trouble focusing on them, but they're blue and black barred Libidochromis with a nice black fin. Pretty neat looking. They came in pretty small, so probably won't get any pictures, but check them out on Google Photos. You'll see how cool they are. We've had this before. These are Metriaclima euciciae, or elongatus Mara Rocks. Nice yellow fish. That's probably a full-size male right there at about 3.5–4 inches. They seem to be somewhat aggressive towards each other. They do look a little worse than they should right now because they were probably very active in the bag, banging on each other, knocking scales off. But you can maybe see on this guy. And they don't get too big, so great little fish. As always, good old Star Sapphire needs no introduction. Just buying some more breeders because, quite frankly, we can never have enough breeders, and we really trust the stock from Germany, so it's important to us to keep the lines going. So I won't focus too much on them. Up here, we bought some reinforcements for our iceberg fryer eye. You can see how nice that male is. They're, you know, basically line bred electric blue fryer eye, or Ali, however you want to call them. But we're pretty psyched to have these guys joining the fold because our fryer eye collection is growing every day. We've got these, the regulars, we've got icebergs, we've got pink flash, which we did a flash sale on this weekend, and it went really well. So thank you all again for supporting us. We got some more Star Sapphires here. Oscar, I see your note about White Knights. Probably not. We were down to one trio of breeders, so we kept back. Usually the Cyanochromis species breed pretty quickly, so hopefully not too long. These guys are a cousin of the eye biter. They're Libidochromis strigatus. Some people call them the sunset hap. These are two males. They both came in pretty nice. Not full colored by any means, but definitely males for sure. We got some blue orchid peacocks, just mostly reinforcements, but we will have some males for sale. These ones are definitely not fully colored either. They are a black peacock with a nice white blaze, so check out the photo on our website. We do have juveniles for sale right now, but as soon as these guys continue settling in, we'll probably part with a few of the males. And then below them, we have a small group of Alanikara Walteri. It looks like we got at least one male, definitely one male. I'm not sure if more will color up, but if anyone's interested in this group, I'd love to sell them as a group because, you know, it's pretty much all we have right now. So we do have a breeding group of them that are still pretty young, so we're going to have hopefully success breeding them in the future, but it's still a ways out. Any reason those Star Sapphires are more white in color compared to others? No, it's just stress. I mean, they came in 2 days ago, so they're still getting their bearings, getting used to the tank. We've got them on a white sand, so they're going to be naturally bleached out because of that. So there's a couple reasons, but they'll darken up over time. Here's some more blue orchid peacocks. Let's quickly go around to the other side. We got some Alanikara Aquilonium from Chitandi. Pretty nice looking males in there. We'll probably keep the females for broodstock, but we do have really nice males available, and they'll continue to color up. They'll get more yellow as they settle in. Here's a little breeding group that we put together. This is a not for sale tank, but this is a green-faced peacock, or Alanikara solidai. And you're looking at it, you know, it looks like a red shoulder. Yes, but the face is more pronounced. They will change from red to yellow to orange depending on their diet. And when they get nice and big, their face does have a nice green tint to it, specifically on the lower jaw. You can kind of see it there. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Nice green lower cheek there. But we're hoping to get some more spawns out of these guys. Here's another breeding group we've got of the F1 Midnight Peacocks from Lacoma. Gorgeous male there. We got some blue neons from Germany up here. full color, absolutely gorgeous. And then down here is one of the cichlids that I was talking about earlier from Tanganyikan. We got Nathochromis per Maxillaris. And these did come in pretty ragged. We're working on getting them better. Looks like they're doing a lot better today than they were yesterday, but they won't be available for sale probably for at least another week or so. But these guys are kind of like a geophagus of Lake Tanganyikan. You can kind of tell by how their mouth is shaped. They are sand sifters. They go down and take a big gulp of sand and filter out food. Apparently they take a very long time to reach sexual maturity, and so that's why they're so rare. But I'm excited to see these. I've never seen them in person before. Hey Shannon, the Midnight Lacomas, I probably have a few 1-inchers I can part with if you're interested in that sort of thing. So hit me up via email if you do. Otherwise, I'll probably throw them in the pond so they grow up. Here's a Tanganyikan shell dweller, Tanganyikan species, temporalis shell. And these guys are freaking funny looking. They're almost like buffalo heads from Tanganyikan. They are, they're smaller than the real temporalis. They do get a nice bulge on their head once they're fully mature. They do breed in shells, just like some of the other shell dwellers, obviously. But yeah, super excited to see these guys. They can be pretty territorial, so they'll need a big tank if you want to keep multiple species together, but really interesting fish there. We've got some reinforcements for our Luanda breeders here. Nice male, a bunch of females. I believe there was one holding in this tank yesterday, but there's another tank of Luanda, so maybe it was that one. Here's a breeding tank we've got for our ruby red peacocks. So if you buy a male ruby red from us, this is the type of fish you can expect him to develop into. And granted, this is a male in an all-female tank, so he's always turned on, always full-colored, and that's definitely something you should consider when buying these fish. Is you might get a juvenile male, and it might take him forever to color up because there's other males in the tank with him. But you buy a breeder pack, keep them in a 40-gallon like this, and now you're talking full color all day, every day. Up here we got some Milana Bicolor Peacocks. Probably one of my favorites just for how dark blue they get with that nice yellow shoulder. We've got some of these growing up in a pond too, but I wanted to get some more breeders just in case, and we might be able to part with some males if anyone's interested, but I'm not sure yet. And then down below the ruby reds, we've got a new Tanganyikan again. Neolamprologus mustax. Look at that. Hey, quality's not too bad. I hope it translates. But these guys, kind of like a Brichardi, Pulcher type Neolamprologus. As far as I know, they're not super aggressive. They do color up more. They get like nice bright yellow once they settle in and kind of turn on. But it's not a fish you see every day at your local pet store. So excited to have those in. And then jumping right into it with another really rare Tanganyikan, we've got Tyrannochromis species in Dobnoi. And this one might be my favorite Tanganyikan cichlid of all time, simply because of that super interesting pattern with the white bodies. You've got the bridle on the face, and then all the little black spots. But these are awesome. We have had success breeding these ourselves as well. We have a pair from the first German order still. They get about 5.5 inches, so a bit bigger than these guys here, but really nice fish. Here's a little breeding group of Nagara flametails, 5 females and a male. And then up here we've got only 9 Alanikara species cobway. Kind of like a blue regal type peacock. Nice blue bodies with a red pelvic fins once they get big, but we've only got 9 juveniles right now, so I don't know what's going to happen with them. Here we got some more Lawanda. Doesn't look like anyone's colored up in there. Here is a breeding group of Alanikara species Masoni from Chitimba. And again, this is one male and probably 12 females, 10 females, something like that. And this male had very little color when I put him in this tank with all the females a few weeks ago, and now he's popping. Look at that. I like these guys because their bars are very, very thick and wide, and very few compared to a lot of other peacocks. Much more clean look, but yeah, these guys are nice. Gorgeous looking male there. We did get some Pulcher daffodils from Germany. They'll be up for sale soon. We just got to get them a little bit fattened up, but you know, they don't have much color right now, but once they hit about 2 inches, that's when you start to see the nice yellow dorsal fin. Neolamprologus multifasciatus. Little shell dwellers, always a favorite. Communal breeders, looks like we got some that swam behind the filter. We got a breeding group of Alanikara from Malaria Island. This one actually looks like it's more males than females, so I gotta put some males back and grab some more females. But I brought them over here when they were pretty young, so looks like it was just luck of the draw. But they're a nice yellow fish, similar to a Benga. These guys here are one of the more rare peacocks in the world, I would say. Alanikara Aquilonium from Madoka. They are nice dark black fish with a blue face and awesome iridescent gold egg spots when they get big. And really long pointed noses as well. So I'm super excited to see these guys. They will all be held back for breeders, absolutely. But if you're interested, stay tuned over the next 6 months or so. Hopefully we start getting some spawns out of them. Up here, we got a nice little Mbuna Cyano Tilapia species lion from Sanga Bay. Nice yellow with stripes. Looks like that male might have a messed up mouth, so he'll probably go find a forever home in one of our mixed Mbuna tanks. But there was a male that was more colored up earlier. There he is. They're so active, it's hard to focus on them, but I do have a pretty good picture, so once we get the listing up, you'll all see them. Really nice fish. Cyano Tilapia are pretty aggressive typically. They don't get too big, but they do hold their own, and they can become tank bosses pretty easily. Let's see this guy maybe. Focus. Alright. We have another shell dweller down here, Lamprologus ornatopinus. Super nice little shelly here. I think we only got 10 or 11 of them as well, so if you're interested, definitely stay tuned to grab them up. But look at those speckles on their sides. How awesome is that? Alright, we got some another nice Tanganyikan that people have been asking about. These are Libidochromis transcriptus gombi. So they're one of the smaller Libidochromis species, very much a dwarf cichlid. But there will be these little guys are another new one to me. I've never seen in person before. They are black Lilupi from Kavala. And obviously they don't look black now, but once they settle into a tank and really start maturing, that's when they turn dark gray and then black when spawning. They're awesome fish. Obviously, normal Lilupi are yellow. Everyone knows that fish, but these guys I think are going to be something special, so I'm keeping my eye on them. Up here we got some Cyano Tilapia from Galleria. They're the white top haras. Nice fish. We did have some of these from last time, but the breeding production slowed down and we ended up with a ton of males. So we bought some more to have more breeders, and we will be selling some of them as well. But yeah, that's it. I'll do a quick walkthrough of some new stuff actually. I just listed these guys yesterday as blue whale woodcats. These came in from Peru recently. Very weird fish. They're not what they said they were when I ordered them, but I'm happy nonetheless because they're really awesome. Tap the glass a little bit, maybe get them to move around. Like a lot of woodcats, they are pretty quiet during the day. You can see these guys are just kind of hanging out up top. That's just what they do. They're not sick. They're perfectly fine. They just like to hang out in cover, and then you drop some bloodworms in there, and they go crazy. Shannon, no Alto Lampologus anytime soon, unfortunately. Hyphesobricon chiribiquete from Peru, another nice flag tetra. Pretty rare fish. I've only found record of one person in the U.S. having them, and that was a few years ago, I believe. So, if you like rare tetras, these are for you. What else? We got some new Corys in. We got flash plecos as well from Peru. Nice flashes. We got these new Corys I listed yesterday. They don't have a photo yet, but these are Corydoris loretoensis. Awesome, kind of like a subtle gray fish with little black spots all over them. They do get really long dorsal fins. As you can see, they only get longer than this as they age, so they're really spectacular once they get, fully grown. We've got laser orange and gold striped Corys. Probably one of the most famous Corys out there, simply because of their color. I mean, look, we're all the way over here, and they're capturing all the attention. It's just amazing that kind of color can come from a fish. If you have friends that tell you freshwater fish don't have color compared to saltwater, show them these. And then we've got Cory reticulatus down here. Looks like we might have some Delphax in there as well, or Ambiacus, one of the two, but that happens with wild fish, unfortunately. And then we've got Corydoris sicri, the long-nosed fairy Cory. Very similar to the Morocha Cory, which we had last year, that were very popular. These guys are a little bit bigger, and they have slightly more pointed snouts, so that's pretty much the only difference between them, just a case of convergent evolution and mimicry, essentially. What else we got here? We got some whiptails. I don't know if we've shown these on the live feed or not, but these are spoon face whiptails. Really nice round heads on them. Long filaments, as you can see. See if I can zoom in. Awesome whiptail cats there. And then, of course, the most famous whiptail, the chameleon. They're all hiding. There's one. His eyes are poking out, looking like an alligator. There's one. These are Peruvian, so they're not the true Pseudohemiodon apathanos, but they are very, very, very closely related. We have a few green laser Corys left as well. We might be trying to breed those ourselves. I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know. This is another whiptail we've been working on. It looks like they're finally eating, which is why we haven't listed them. But they are good to go. These are... I forget the genus. It's Styrasomaticus microps, I believe. Really long filaments again on them. This guy is as big as my hand. That's just awesome. There you go. There's a full body shot. Awesome fish. There's one there just hanging out, relaxing from all the bloodworms. So, very nice fish. I'll have those up on the website soon, hopefully. We got some super redline tetras here. Hopefully the camera translates these guys, because on my end they're looking great. There are some in here that have the gold pattern to them, which is, again, we've touched on it before, just a reaction to fighting off a parasite in the wild, nothing to be worried about, kind of like a Easter egg of sorts. But these tetras are stunning. Bright red stripes on them. But yeah, let's go real quick through. I think I saw someone asking about Discus, maybe. So if you're still tuned in, let's check out something special, and then I'll let you go for the day. These are wild-caught Peruvian Discus, ladies and gentlemen. Simply stunning. I don't know if I need to say more. They come from the Nene River. They're gorgeous yellow with that blue and red spotting on them. Oh my goodness. That is a nice fish. These just speak for themselves. But anyway, we just wanted to pop in, show you some of the German stuff we just got in. Don't have a timeline for when it's being listed yet, but they will be soon. Thank you all to who took part in our Black Friday sale. It was awesome. We pumped out hundreds of orders this week. I know we have still a backlog of orders shipping Monday and already into Tuesday as of right now. So if you haven't got your order or shipment notification yet, stay tuned. You will get it soon. We are working as fast as possible, but we got a lot of fish to take care of and a lot of orders to ship. And honestly, it's tough just to not stand here and look at this guy all day. So with that, have a great weekend. Enjoy December. I know it's my favorite month of the year, and we'll talk to you later.